Hello, welcome back to my channel. Let's get started with this watch me work. I'm going to be doing my own nails today. I'm going to be doing both hands, so let's get started. What I'm going to do first off is to prep my own nails. I'm using this medium sanding band. The nail drill is set at 4,000 RPM. It's not rough at all. I'm just removing any excess cuticle skin and I'm removing the shine from my natural nail. Make sure that you do not leave the sanding band on one section for too long because it is going to cause a heat spike and those hurt so much. I remember when I used to get my nails done at the salon, I would always get burnt with that heat spike and it's just not cute. It's super uncomfortable. So as you see, I'm just going to go ahead and continue that with both hands. Make sure you remove all of the shine. I have both nails done, and then what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and remove all the dust, and then we are going to go ahead and fit the nail tips. I'm going to be using these coffin nail tips. It just makes it so much easier, especially when you're doing your non-dominant hand. You just cut the tip and the coffin form is there. So I'm going to be applying this nail glue that I bought at Sally's. I bought these nail tips at Amazon. You can just type in coffin tips and they will appear. I'm applying a small bit of glue. This glue is fast drying, but as you see, the nail tip was a little bit crooked, so I quickly took it off before it completely set, and now I'm actually going to be applying the nails this way. I feel like I have a better advantage at seeing whether or not the nail tip is bent or to the opposite side. So that's just a little tip when you're doing your own nails. Just size them or glue them this way. So I am just applying the number that fits the best, not too big and not too small, but if you have an in-between, go for the bigger one and cut to the desired width, because if the nail tip is too small, you're definitely going to get lifting and your filing towards the end is just not going to be done successfully, okay? There you go. I have applied them. Then I'm going to go ahead and cut them. These thumbs took me a little bit to I think it's because of the angle that I had on my phone. As you see, it's a slightly slanted. So off the camera, I do go ahead and file them, but I'm going to give myself a desired length, but I'm going to give myself just a tiny bit of extra length because I know that I'm going to have to file to get a straight edge and I might take out a little bit from the length. So just a tip there, make them longer than what you're really going to do because you are going to file down that tip. The next step is to file them. I'm just going to file the edges roughly. We're not shaping because these nail tips are already shaped, so there's no need. Let's go ahead and file the sides. Make sure that the sides of the tips aren't overlapping, that they're not lifted, and if they are, that's fine because right now we're gonna go in with the sanding band again. The nail drill bit I have set at 6,000 RPM now, a little bit higher than when I was removing the cuticle area, and that's just because since this is a plastic tip, the nail drill has to be harder or faster because this is a harsher texture. So there, I'm just removing them, and as you see with my finger, I'm making sure that there's nothing lifted. I go ahead and remove that. Super easy, super fast. I don't drill the rest of the nail tip. I know some people do it. I don't. It's not really necessary. Let's go ahead and dust them off again, and I'm going to be cleaning off the dust completely with this alcohol wipe. Make sure you get all of these small particles out of between the nail tip and the natural nail. Sometimes it gets stuck there. That's normal, no worries. Then the next step is that I am going to prep the nail with Lush Nails Dehydrator, and I'm just going to apply a quick coat of that. Honestly, the alcohol that I previously applied did dehydrate it, but I just wanted to be extra safe and make sure that I have an extra layer of dehydrator. Following step is that we are going to prime. This is the primer that I'm using, the No Lift. It works very, very well for me. I have no problems with lifting. This primer does contain acid, so you don't need to apply 2 layers of it. I do sometimes. In this occasion, I'm only applying 1 coat of it. Don't touch the skin with it because you could get irritated. Just place it on the natural nail. That's it. It shouldn't be touching your natural skin. I'm going to be applying a small bead of acrylic, of clear acrylic on the natural nail, and I'm going to do this for 2 reasons. One is that I'm going to be using some colored acrylic and I don't want to stain my natural nail, and 2 is because just in case I want to do a refill, I want to be able to file down to this clear coat, and that way I avoid drilling onto my natural nail. Okay, so I'm going to do that. Again, this is a small bead. Make sure that you do not touch your cuticle area, and if you do, just clean it up really quickly before it dries, because that is going to cause some lifting in the near future. Okay, so just make sure, again, it's a small bead. Doesn't have to be, you know, a huge bead. You're not giving your nail any structure at this point. You are just going to protect your nail and give it some longevity. Okay. After completing that process with both hands, we're going to go ahead and jump into our design. As the title of the video says, I am going to go for a fall look. So I am applying this burnt orange color. It looks neon on screen, but it's actually a brownish orange that I created myself. I'm going to go in with wet beads and doing a 2 to 3 ball method. The second bead is going to go for the cuticle area, but I'm going to show you again soon how I don't put it directly on the cuticle area because I want to avoid it from sliding back or touching skin. So we want to make sure that the acrylic is laid nice and softly. That's just going to help you with the overall process, and especially when you go ahead and encapsulate, this is all going to help you. Next color that I'm going to be using is Melissa from Glam & Glitz. I absolutely love this color. It's definitely a fall color. The first bead, you're going to apply is where the nail tip meets with the natural nail. So that's going to be the first bead. Second bead near the cuticle area, and then you're just going to clean it up and brush up. Make sure if anything touches your skin, you clean it up right there at that moment. And the third small bead is going to go on the tip of the nail just to give it extra coverage. In order to work a little faster, you need to know what design you're going to be working on. I mean, sometimes I know that a lot of the work we do is improvised right there at the moment. We say, oh, maybe we could try this or that. But at least if you come in with a general idea of what you're going to do, you're going to take less doing your client's nails or your own nails, and that's very important. As you see here, I'm going in with this brown color. I absolutely love this brown color. It's got a lot of pigmentation, so I didn't need to apply too much of the acrylic. 2 beads and that was it. I love that collection. It's all browns and golds, so definitely one of my favorites. Then the next fall color that I'm choosing to work with is this. It's kind of like a mustard yellow / orange. Absolutely love it. It's from Glam & Glitz. I don't know the color, but I'll try to leave it in the description box if I remember. Sorry about that lack of focus there. But I do like this color. The only thing I don't like is that it's a little bit gritty. But other than that, it's a beautiful color. Jumping into the next color, as you see, this is a very colorful set. I wanted to bring in fall with a different look, so I'm going to be using this military green from Fantasy Nail. This company, I believe, is out of Mexico. I definitely recommend these colors. They're affordable, and they also work for 3D. So if you're looking for acrylics that you can use for 3D, Fantasy Nails is the one. Okay, I'm done with that hand, and now we're going to go on to my other hand, I'm working with my non-dominant hand here, so please excuse if you see any acrylics running or anything. I try my best. I'm still not a pro, but I think I handle it pretty well. So what I'm going to be doing is applying some pink acrylic near the cuticle area, and we're just going to fade this up. This pink that I'm using is from Luxury Nail Supplies. It's the color Salmon. Absolutely love this color. If you are in search of a affordable, beautiful, easy to work with cover, this is it. I usually buy the 2 ounces, but I went ahead and bought 8 ounces because honestly it's my #1 trending cover pink. So I definitely recommend it. I went on a rant there, but that's what it is. It's Salmon by Junari Santiago, and her line is called Luxury Nail Supplies. Then what I'm going to do is I'm going to be doing a color fade. I have a chunky glitter that I want to work with, but before I do that, before I apply that chunky glitter, I want to have a base of glitter so that I don't have to use too much of the chunky glitter, because I don't have a lot of it. So the trick that I have learned is to apply a fine glitter. So the fine glitter that I am using is Cleopatra, and this is from the glitter collection that Glam and Glitz has, and it's so beautiful for the fall. I totally recommend it. You can either do a full glitter nail, you can give it the clear tip look, or you can, pack it on there. So I am just gonna go ahead and apply this to all the nails. I'm gonna try and fan it out. I'm gonna totally mess up this nail, watch. I just keep messing with it, and then I keep messing with it some more, and then I get it all over my nails and my cuticle. It's just a hot mess. Sorry about that, but it happens, and I'm using my non-dominant hand, so excuse me. It's easy to clean up. Just wet your brush with monomer and, clean off your skin. After that, we're going to go ahead into the chunky glitter that I was telling you about. This glitter is life. This mix is amazing. So there's a YouTuber called Rosa Sandoval, and she sold this collection, and one of the powders in this collection was this glitter. This glitter, I'm telling you, is absolute life. It has gold, copper, it has black. It's got different sizes of the glitter, so it has dimension to it. It shines amazing. If you guys celebrate Halloween or anything, this would be the color because it has that black. I'm going to apply that to all the nails, and I'm actually going to encapsulate. This is a little trick that I do with gel polish and with base gel polish. So this is the final result. Look how beautiful those nails look. Look how amazing that glitter shines. I just love it. This is the definition of fall. Honestly, these colors are just fall for me. So I hope you guys have liked it. You have enjoyed it. You have learned something. Please let me know if you have any comments, any questions, or anything. So God bless you guys, and I'll see you in my next video. Bye.